Well, I um, I don't really know what this is. Uh, some kind of video log diary entry thing where I just sit here and talk to this camera about whatever I'm thinking or feeling or dealing with. Anything really. I mean, I don't know. It might help in some way. I don't. I don't know. I guess I don't really need to explain what this is because no one else is ever going to see this. It's just for me. So, some kind of chronicling of myself. You know, I recently moved houses, moved towns completely, actually, and I just want to think about the future, and I don't want to think about what I've left behind. So, I guess that's also part of this. Looking forward and telling myself what I want things to be like for me, and not, I don't know, almost keeping myself accountable in a way. If I tell myself what I want things to be like for me, then, maybe in the future I can look back and watch these videos and see how far I've come, and maybe that'll be, a good feeling and help me to feel better or something. Hopefully. So, I don't know, some kind of video log diary thing for motivation to feel better rather than just wanting to and not doing anything about it. The last few weeks or months even have been tough, and I don't want anything like that to happen again. I won't let it. I won't. So, anyway, this is the new place. It's not much, but it's not how it looks that's important. It's a new house, new life, new me, and all of that. So, forgive how messy it might look. I'm still in the process of settling in. I mean, I've already gotten mail from other people that used to live here, which is annoying and inconvenient, but I mean, I haven't even changed my own addresses yet, so that's something I have to remember to do. I don't know, part of me doesn't even want to, just let everyone forget who I am and forget that I exist completely and just really start over. I don't know. About it, so, nothing's really changed there. Work's been pretty much the same. I transferred to the new store here in town pretty easily. The people are nice, which is good, but, there's not much new to learn. Maybe just the layout of the store, which doesn't take long to get used to. But other than that, I'm just doing the same thing that I always have, which is watching movies all day and then talking to customers about it every now and then when I need to. So, what else? Things to do, right? Reminders to help me remember. That's part of this. I have the rest of my boxes to unpack, which shouldn't take too long. I mean, I've gotten pretty settled in at this point. I want to save some money between the payments on this place to buy some new furniture. A nice shelf for the videos and DVDs, of course. Yeah, I need to change my mailing addresses still, just for the bank, I think. I think I've updated addresses for everything else I needed to, but this thing is weird. I sent back all those envelopes I had and wrote on them that the addresses were wrong because they were for people that used to live here. But this one just came straight back, which is weird. And I know it's the same envelope because it's got what I wrote on it. So I don't know, I need to figure something out with this. Maybe I have to actually go to the post office and tell them to sort it out or something. I don't know. It's definitely not for me. It's got Avery written on it. So, as you can see there, there's no return address or anything, so I don't know, I'll figure it out, I guess. So not much else, I guess, except for this letter. I took it back to the post office and they just said they have no idea where it could have come from because it's not stamped or anything. So they wouldn't have sent it in the first place, and they definitely would have not sent it back, which is weird. So someone else has found it and brought it back here. Someone who thinks this Avery person still lives here, I guess. I don't know. I told the post office that I wrote the same thing on a bunch of envelopes, that it was the wrong address, and none of the other ones came back, only this one. And they just said they couldn't help. You know, it's not done through them in any way if it's not even stamped. Which means someone has found it at some stage and just brought it back here, which is weird, right? I mean, I don't know. They said I could, just give it back to them or just throw it away or something, but I just told them that I'd figure it out, and I took it. And now I don't really know what I meant by that. I mean, I was thinking, I'm kind of curious, I mean, maybe it's not illegal to open it if it's not even done through the proper, post service, And I mean, if I read it, maybe there's information on the inside that can tell me where to send it, who sent it in the first place, and I can get it back to them, right? Fuck it. Well, it's handwritten, like the front. I miss you, my dear Avery. I miss you so much. Every day I wake up thinking, dreaming, hoping you'll be beside me again before reality returns, and, of course, you aren't. And you won't be, ever again. I'm stuck in a loop, thinking about when we first met. Ever since the accident, I waited for you. Though my memories were affected, I still knew to expect you. I wanted you to see the man I had become, the person I wanted to be, in anticipation of meeting you. And I can confidently say that yes, it was all worth it when we finally laid eyes on each other. The pride, the respect, the love you showed me, that I had for you, never faltered throughout our short year together. Now, looking back, as ridiculous as it sounds, I can't help but fear in that time we grew perhaps too close. These too attached? Too close, too attached. This is hard to read, sorry. While together it was perfect, it's now without you that the attachment is so unbearably difficult. I knew it would never last, yet still I gave myself to you completely. Ignored all else while in your presence, to savour our lazy days, our sleepless nights, and all in between before they inevitably ended. Now that it has ended, I'm empty. Missing a part of myself I never knew how desperately I'd needed until you showed me. Since you left, all I can think about is the next time we'll see each other. It's likely I'll never see you again, but I find comfort, I must, in knowing that we're bound to meet again in some form. With love and longing, your Prowse. Prose? Prowse? I don't know how to pronounce that. P.S. Forgive my erratic handwriting, though you were the one who always made such a point that I learnt to write in cursive. Okay. So this guy's writing to his girlfriend or something, this Avery, because she left, I guess. I don't know, this is clearly very personal. I feel weird for reading it and opening it. Plus there's no information, no address or anything to tell me how to send it back to him. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have read it. But he must know that this Avery doesn't live here anymore, right? I mean, I wrote on it that it was the wrong address and he's just brought it back. Or someone's brought it back. Unless he thinks that Avery is the one who wrote on the envelope that this was the wrong address, and he thinks that she still lives here, but she wrote that because she doesn't want him to think she still lives here or something. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't know how it could have found it as well, because it was in the post box with the other stuff, and he's brought it back, not the post people. I don't know. It's weird.